Stephen did not hear his mother's response, for he thrust his fist into his mouth, biting down on his thumb. His vision blurred as he sought to blink back tears. Footsteps were receding, a door clanging shut. Getting to his feet, Stephen left the shelter of the high altar, only to find himself face to face with his father. The Count of Blois was clearly taken aback. He caught his breath on an oath, was starting to frown when Stephen whispered, "Do not go away, Papa." "Ah, lad." And then Stephen was swept up in his father's arms, being held in a close embrace as he dried his tears on the Count's soft wool mantle. "Why do you have to go, Papa?" He'd once asked his father what the Holy Land was like, and still remembered the terse reply, "A hellish place." "You do not want to go back," he said, "so stay here. Please do not go away." "I have no choice." His father rarely called Stephen by his given name, preferring lad or sprout or playful imp. He did now, though, saying Stephen quietly, sounding sad again. "I'd hoped to wait until you were older. When I was in the Holy Land, I made a mistake. It did not seem so at the time. It was, though, the greatest mistake of my life. We'd been besieging Antioch for nigh on 8 months. I'd been taken ill with fever, had withdrawn to nearby Alexandretta. The day after I left, our forces captured the city. But then a large Saracen army arrived and trapped them within Antioch. They seemed doomed for Syrtes, and I chose to go home, back to Blois." He paused, ruffling Stephen's hair, the same tawny shade as his own, before resuming reluctantly. "But the Crusaders besieged in Antioch were saved by a miracle. You see, lad, they found an ancient lance in one of Antioch's churches, supposedly revealed in a vision from God. Whether this was truly the holy lance that had pierced our Lord Christ on the cross or not, what matters is that men believed it to be so. They marched out of Antioch to confront the Saracen army, and, against all odds, won a great victory. So Antioch was spared, and I was shamed before all of Christendom. What I saw as common sense, seen by others as cowardice." He paused again, and then set the boy back on his feet. "I know you do not understand what I am telling you, lad, but—" "Yes, I do," Stephen insisted, although all he truly understood was that his father was going away, and for a long time. "Papa, promise me," he said. "Promise me you'll come back soon." And he took comfort when his father readily promised him that he would, for he was too young to be troubled by the softly added words, "God willing."